everyone. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue, and I'm here for today's Cricut Chat. It's Tuesday. It's the second day of our freebie week, and today we're going to. Yesterday we did Lori Whitlock, and today we're going to focus on a card maker that's been around for a really long time, and she's had mostly free. When she started off, she was mostly free SVGs, but now she has an SVG shop. So there's this lovely lady who lives in the UK, and she goes by Bird. So the name of her website is called Bird's Cards. So we're going to do some projects from Bird's Cards. There are a few little problems that I encountered that some other people, like Deborah, told me that she had a problem with. So we'll go over those, okay? But before we get started, I wanted to say hello to you from my home in Peabody, Massachusetts, which all of a sudden is like so popular. We were on the news again. My street was on the news again yesterday. NECN, if you check out NECN. Because of these loud booms that are going on. But nevertheless, we will persist. And this is my home. If you've ever been, not been here before, this is my, it's kind of a live daily chat that I do from my home. And I focused on Cricut, almost exclusively Cricut, and particularly paper products. So if you're not already, would you please follow me? And if you're not already following me on Facebook, also on YouTube, where you can follow me and subscribe, and you'll get to see all of these videos. So I tape them as they're live, and then I put them on the YouTube. So you can go back, if you missed something, you can go back and look. I do give you a lot of explanation. This is not your basic tutorial. It's more like a chat session, and we do have a conversation that goes on during the live, and we have a lovely group of people. So if you want to jump in when we're doing the live, please feel free, and welcome. So hi, Paralita. So Paralita just sent me a message about some mystery boxes, but I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't had any information about mystery boxes, Paralita. So if you have any more information, let me know, okay? So Bird's Cards. I've been doing Bird's Cards for a long time. In fact, I have to be honest, I haven't done them in a little while, but she has these lovely, lovely cards, but also lots of random free stuff. And you can find her website, which is kind of like a blog, on Bird's Cards. Bird's Cards. So it's plural, Birds Cards, plural.com. When you go there, you'll see it's not really set up as a store, but if you go here, the first thing at the top, it says free cut files, and you will see there's a ton of files here. There's cards, there's envelopes, boxes. One of my favorite things of hers is the pennants. I did a pennant for Halloween one year. That was so much fun. It was like all these ghosties, and it was really fun. But there's all kinds of pennants here, including and some of them are download. When it says download, that means it's free. But if it says purchase, that means you have to pay for it. Okay, so she has ventured into other things instead of just doing free cards, free SVGs. So if you want to check out her SVG store, you'll see that there's a link here. It says Birds SVGs SVG store, and you can just click on that, and it will bring you to, let me just get rid of this so you can see. So it will bring you to, this is her, she changed it. Awesome. Oh, I'm glad she did. So this will bring you to her shop, her sale section, okay, her shop section, which you can buy anything, and she's having a 50% off sale, which is great. I love those leaves. It looks like they're 50% off Nature's Bounty and Autumn Leaves. So definitely want to check those out. But when I talked with her, I asked her if she had any recommended images that we wanted to have a look at, and she mentioned this: try before you buy. And this way it's like a whole group that you can see how it goes. And so I decided that's what I was going to show you today. So this is it. It's called Birdhouse, and it's $0. So it's a freebie, and you get with it 5 projects. You get 3 cards, 1 gift tag, and a gift box for $0. And in addition to that, you get a PDF and videos. There are videos that are for free on YouTube and on her site. So I want you to, I'm going to encourage you to just download this, try before you buy. That's what we're going to be working on, okay? But if you do this, I would definitely recommend that you download and either print or have on your computer this PDF, because it's super helpful. There are some problems with one of the files, and I want to talk to you about it. So let me just show you the projects for today. We have a lovely birdhouse card. Isn't that cute? So cute. Actually, it did have an insert, but it was white and I didn't put it in there, but you could do an insert in that. And then this one, which comes with an envelope. These all come with envelopes. It is an awesome freebie. I'm having trouble getting this guy out of the envelope though. Sorry. So this is a shaped bird. So obviously birds are her thing. And so here's a shaped bird card with an envelope. It's so cute, right? This one is very large, and I think it was Deborah was saying that it was cutting really large, and I think it's intended to be large, and it comes with its own envelope, and it's also the bird with the birdhouse, and it opens like this, and you could put a sentiment in here. You probably want to stay away from that middle part, but it's really intricate, but it is very large. So it's larger than a 5x7 inch card. So that's why she gives you the envelope. So I'll show you how to put the envelope together. And then the final thing, there's a gift tag I did not do, but the final thing is this box. It is a birdhouse shaped box, very intricate front. And then look at this roof. It's a super sturdy box, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. There were, again, some problems. I put a little acetate in there so I could fill up my box, whatever. But it's a really sturdy box and would make a nice gift box or just a storage box to have around, or you can just leave it blank and use it as a, centerpiece type of thing. So it's really cute, and I've actually cut it out in different colors, including patterns. So we're going to go about doing this, okay? So I don't need to tell you how to download, I hope, but if you need some instructions there, let me know. But you basically are going to download this and go to your Cricut Design Space. So here's Cricut Design Space. You can see I have actually separated these by project, these 4, which I would recommend that you do. So you're going to start off with a new canvas, and you're going to just upload. I have a lot of uploads in here for later on the week. But so you're going to upload these pieces. So here is the one for the shaped card. So let's do that. We'd choose this pink one. This is kind of brown. No, I don't think I have all of them here because it doesn't have the leaf. Let's not do that one. Let's do the this shaped one. Okay, so you just upload all of these, and these are pretty, as Susan has called them, labor-intensive downloads, because that means you have to upload more than one layer. Okay, so this is the card. Now, when I got these files, not this one in particular, but a couple others, I noticed that they were kind of not sized appropriately. And so I want you to take the PDF, and you will see on the PDF when you bring these pieces into Design Space, you will see that there is a size right here, and it's actually to the third decimal, sometimes fourth decimal point. Very specific. Unfortunately, sometimes I found particularly with the bird, I think it was the bird house box card bird house card that I had problems with. So I wanted to just show you what I do here. First of all, when I bring in all of these pieces, I go to the PDF, right? And when I bring them in, I'm going to check. So you see each piece of the PDF has a size on it. Okay, so there's the bird card, and then we're looking for the bird house card, and you'll see there's the card base, and it says 11.75 by 7.4999. Talk about specific, right? So that's this card. But there is a little bit of difference in the way that they come through. So if you want to be very, very precise, you would go in and make sure that each one of these pieces is the exact size that she says. Okay, it's a little different than resizing a card, because I also resized this as well. So I hope I'm making the point clear that some of these are not coming in at precisely her specifications. So once you go through and you check and make sure that all those specifications are met, then you would just go ahead and bring these pieces in here, and then you can resize the card. Okay, so group it like this, and then you can resize the card. I personally like my cards to be 5 by 7, so I'm going to change the width, which is set at 11.77 to 10, which would give me the 5 by 7. It doesn't exactly make it 5 by 7, so if I do want to ungroup it and change it to 7, that will give me a perfect 5 by 7 inch card. Now the envelope might not fit a 5 by 7 inch card, but we can check that out. Remember, we did this yesterday where we put in a shape, and we can turn this shape like this and unlock it and unlock it, and then do 5 by 7. Well, actually, maybe I did this wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, let's go back. All right, here. So we're going to unlock and do 5 by 7. All right. This is just a way for you to check and make sure that the envelope's going to fit the card. And it appears to me that this envelope, wait, what is this? This is the width of this. Yeah, it appears to me that this 5 by 7 inch card is going to fit this envelope. Okay. I also want to talk to you about envelopes, because somebody brought this up on YouTube. I have for a long time, you guys know I'm not a big envelope fan. That's because I just purchased my envelope. So I make all my cards either 2 sizes. Sometimes I'll make different kinds of cards, and then I'll make the envelopes for them. So my 2 size cards are A7 and A2, which an A7 is for a 5 by 7 inch card, and an A2 is for a 4.5 by 5.5 inch card, which is also the size of the insert cards. Okay. So generally speaking, I do not make envelopes unless the project is rather big, or if the project is like a square card or a slimline card, or it needs like a gusset to it. So I generally don't make the envelopes, but if you're kind of new and you didn't know that, like, where's the envelope? That threw my mother off last week, was like, where are all the envelopes? And so I just had to get her like from my stash. I actually purchase envelopes in like 250 packs, but you can also get them in like 50 packs and 25 packs. You can buy them at Michael's, but I found that Create for Less has a really good deal on envelopes. And that's if you just want a plain old white envelope. But if you want to create your own envelopes, I have a really nice SVG that we're going to talk about later on in the week that has some nice basic envelopes. And here's what I use. This is called a stack. It's made for scrapbooking. It's paper. It is not cardstock, and it's thinner. And this one has a theme. It's like, I think it's like all the year through. So you'll find some Christmas and things like that. This is Thanksgiving or fall, and it sort of goes, there's some Halloween. Anyway, it's 180 sheets. It's a pretty big stack, but it's going to last you a long time if you're just using it for envelopes. You can get 180 envelopes out of these sheets, and they are thinner, and I'm going to just kind of, I'll show you how to put them together, but they're just thinner, but yet they're not plain white. Okay, so I just wanted to make mention of that. So we're going to create all of these files and cut them separately, and that includes the box. So I created actually 5 different files, and we're going to cut them separately. I don't think I need to show you how to cut them out, although I will point out that this very delicate front of this and the card with this scroll kind of a look to it, you should cut on intricate cuts. So cardstock for intricate cuts is your friend for this one. Also, it doesn't have this acetate, but I'm going to show you how to put it in. So let's start off. We're going to have short amount of time, so I want to show you how to put these all together. Okay, so let me go down here. All right, so let's start off with one of these cards, whichever one's on the top will do. Okay, so it's the bird house one is on the top here, so we'll do that. Okay, so this isn't supposed to be here. What? Go over here. Okay, so this is just a cut card that you have to paper piece together, but it's so adorable, and it's a good everyday all occasion kind of card, like hi, just stopping by to say hello. And what I like about it is it's got all these lovely layers to it. See that? And you could change up the look. I made this a darker layer, and I made the base, it was originally like kind of a gray tone, so I made it white. And then you're just going to layer all of these pieces, and using your liquid glue, you're going to layer all of these pieces. So let's do that. One of the things that I found out when I put together the actual box, the birdhouse box, is that I did use my art glitter glue because I needed it to be a little bit stronger. It's a very big box, so I did use my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, which is what I'm using now for the cards, but I did switch over to my art glitter glue for the box. Okay, so then we would just put this together just by gluing in all these little spaces. You don't want anything to sort of lift, so you have to be very precise. But if you're new to paper crafts, do note that I use a liquid glue. You do not need to use this glue, but what I like about it is it's got a very precision tip and you don't have to put a lot on. And with any liquid glue, you just don't have to put a lot on, and I'm discouraging you from using too much. If you have to go back to put more on, then you can do that. But if the less used, the better. You just want that stick to happen. And if you use too much, it might warp the paper or cause problems with drying of the card. So here we go. So here is this piece, and this goes together. Such an easy card and fun too. And I think it's kind of the type of thing, could really just be your all occasion card. And maybe if you're selling your cards, you can make this as, you know, just like a hello kind of card. It's really cute. There we go. So it's just a basic paper piecing, and then you'll see that we've got these 3 bird houses, and they each have their own little colored piece to the front that gives that that nice look. Here we go. Here you go. And that goes here, and this one goes there, and all of a sudden you see the roofs, which I really like. And then we've got a bird. There's our bird, and these little, I like to think they're kind of, I don't know what these are called, but I think I like to think of them as columbines, but I don't know if columbines is the right kind of flower. But these all go on here, and we're just going to glue them all together. So let's just do that. There we go. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Dreaming Tree files that are cards and that are focused on the fall. I think there's actually a turkey one that we're doing that is really cute, and they're all free, and they're from Dreaming Tree, one of my favorite places that they have tons of free places. But I think, you know, it's important to try other places. So that's why I wanted you to see places like, you know, Birds Cards, and we're going to also check out Simply Crafty SVGs, which is a really nice place that has a ton of, I think they have 100 free files. They had a lot to choose from, so we're going to do those guys last. And then I'm going to hop on over to Mary at SVG Cuts and see what she has there that's related to, I think she has a little pumpkin box that we could do that would be real cute. She has a lot too, but it's a lot of it is focused on like scrapbooking. So but we can turn them into cards, of course. All right. So there's our 3 cute little, and you could change this up, of course you could. You can choose whatever color you want for these flowers or for the birdhouses. I chose a yellow gingham because I thought that looked kind of cute, and I chose this like lavender color because I seem to recall that there is some sort of flower that looks like that. Like they're oftentimes wildflowers, but you guys maybe know better than I do, but I just think it looks so cute. So definitely check out Birds Cards. There was a little bit of a problem with one of the files, and that is just, you need to to make sure each one of your pieces come in at the right size. That is not a problem with the designer, but rather with Design Space. Back in the spring, folks at Cricut made a change. I did not find this out until about a month ago, but they made a change in the way that imports are done. And so that became problematic with people who had SVG files because the sizing was coming in wrong for a lot of cards. And that's why if you've ever purchased a Lori Whitlock card that has a size problem, that's what that's about. It's not really Lori's fault. It's really just a matter of they changed the parameters and kind of didn't tell people about it. So there's that card. I do think that my bird needs an eye, so I'm going to just fill it in with black. And that's my first card. Right? Cute. Let's do the shape card real quick. So this one is just fun, fun, fun. This is the shape. And I've shown you how to make shaped cards. So if you found like a really cute image that you want to kind of blow up, you can do that. This is, again, also just kind of a piecing project. But you see this brown in there and black. The black's for the eye. The brown is for the tree branch. And then there's a little bit of a cutout for the green for the leaves. And then here is that bird's, and you could use pop dots there if you wanted to. So it's very simple to use the offset to make something like this if this is something you'd like to do. And I've used the offset for this, and some of the images in Design Space actually already have offset in them. These are usually the older ones, so it makes it easy to do sort of an offset style card that's shaped like this. And if this interests you, I can show you how to do that again. We've done it before with some really cute older images. So this is just basic gluing, but I want you to see how it goes together. A lot of people don't show you, excuse me, don't show you how this stuff goes together. So it might be a little bit confusing, right? So there you go. And it's so cute, and it creates a really nice sturdy card. But if you wanted to, you could actually cut out an insert. A lot of people say, well, you know, it makes the card a little bit front heavy. And that's true. But you can create an insert. I've seen people do that where they can either stamp or write out with their machines a sentiment in the card and put it on a piece of paper and then just put it inside. That you can do. And this is where you could get crafty and original with this card. If you don't want a pink bird, maybe you want a purple bird or a red bird. I don't know. But there is the shaped card. Here's the I'm having trouble with my words today, and I apologize. Here is the envelope, and this is all one piece, and you see I did cut it on that thin paper. I like this better than using cardstock. I just don't like those heavy cardstock envelopes. So since this was an odd shape, you see, I wanted to make the envelope for this, and so we're just folding. Envelope is just one sheet usually, and it's got these 4 flaps, just like that. And then we're going to glue here. Don't go all the way up because sometimes you might end up with a little bit of extra glue, so just chuck it over here, okay? And there's your envelope, which is kind of an interesting envelope, right? So, and it would just go in here. I mean, I just glued it, but here's your envelope. It's like that. The next up is the oversized card, okay? Which is like just there. Obviously, she's called Bird's Card. So she does a lot of birds. And that's why she did the try before you buy. Now, this is an oversized card. This one I did have a little bit of a problem with. So I thought I would just mention that I... what am I doing here? Why is the bird... I need to... What? This is odd. Did I cut this wrong? My bird didn't come out right. Oh, wait. Do I have to fold it like this? No. My bird's up here. Why is my bird up there? Weird. Oh, wait. Am I just holding it wrong? Oh, duh. I'm holding it wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, sometimes I'll tell you. All right. So... it actually folds up here, and there you go. So this is also another little bit of a layer card. Duh, Rita. Okay, so here we go. This is going to go on the inside, and then this, and this. This is the first one I did, so can you believe it? And where is the little cutout for the bird? The bird. Oh, here it is. So there's the cutout for the bird, and this is the way it goes. Now, this is same thing, paper piecing. We can just quickly glue this together, but I want to point out that the envelope is in 2 pieces, and I'll show you how to put it together. Pretty easy. So we're just going to glue the pieces together. Doesn't matter if you start from the top or from the bottom. Yeah, you know, I try to prepare, and what that ends up doing is like sometimes I can prepare a day or 2 in advance, and then I forget because I get onto something else. And I don't know if it's still considered chemo brain, but boy, you know, sometimes I just forget. Like, oh, did I say that? Oh, okay. So this one here has this very intricate style of cutting with this like really scrolled thing. We're going to see that with the box, and you're going to take a lot more care in doing this, but this is why I like this kind of glue, because it comes out really, really thin, and you're not going to have all this glue seeping out because it has a really nice pointed tip. And we're just going to go and place the glue all around here. Now, one of the things, and we talked about this on Saturday night, one of the things is sometimes you glue something and you forgot like one of these loops. So I'm going to purposefully forget one loop over here. Let's leave that one undone. And what should we do about that? Now, a lot of times people will take, and Leo does this from Dreaming Tree, he takes like a little tiny piece of paper and he puts glue on it, which is a good way to do it. But I found that if you're using this Barely Art thing, you can sort of squeeze it into the spaces. So I want to show you that. All right, and you're going to do a better job than me because you won't be like kind of rushing to get through all the projects, which is what I'm doing. So I'm going to leave that one out. All right. Take this and put it on here. So what you can do here and pat it down, you don't need a lot of glue, you don't want it seeping out, but let's say you said, oh gee, I forgot to, over here, I forgot how that this needed a little bit of glue. You can use this glue, but just be careful when you do like that. You don't want to fold it too much, or you can take a little piece of paper and glue it underneath like that. But either way, it's going to work. And remember, you know, I mean, your glue, if you put it all in that little place, you're going to have to press it down. a little bit. And then there goes our actual card. And this was an odd shape, so I had to go back and make sure all the shapes fit, because it was, in addition to being a large card, the shapes for me came in differently sized, okay? Owen's awake and he wants to go to the YMCA to go swimming. So it's kind of a crappy day though, so we're gonna have to swim inside. So there's the card. Isn't it really cute? Let's talk about the envelope. So the envelope is in two pieces. This is like the back of it, and this is the front, and it does have the dash cut lines here on this part. So I used the paper from that paper pad that I just talked to you about. And you can, by the way, get those at Michael's. I'm sure they have them like at Joann's and stuff. Not a Recollections brand, but Joann's, it has their own brand. I forget what it's called. Paper, I don't know what it's called. Okay, so we're going to just fold in these flaps and make sure you're getting to the end here. It's important. I just glue one side first so that I can get it all lined up. There we go. And then just come back and glue these other two flaps.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
What? I accidentally hit my Siri or on my computer. Sorry. I know.
It's not the British one.
No.
The British one is just...
I like the British
question.
guy. Okay, Siri.
Shut up, Siri.
We don't need you right now. All right. There's Owen next to me.
Are you almost done with your
Almost done.
paper?
So there is your card. So there are the three cards. So simple, but you do need to check those that PDF. Let's put the box together because it's really fun too. And I've added acetate to mine, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So this one here I cut out in different colors than the original. The original one I cut out in like a cream. I'm going to go up a little bit, but this one is cream. And I did mostly greens here, but I decided to do pink and green. And so we're going to start with the roof, because I like pink and green. So the roof has a lot of pieces, but it does make a nice sturdy box. And we're just going to fold here at all of the score lines. Now on the side here, you will notice that there are these little score lines. So we're going to fold those in, okay? And then we are going to glue that tab right there. And we're going to fold it so that it creates that point at the top of the birdhouse. Just like that. We're going to do the other side. Then we'll reinforce this. So don't worry if it's, you're thinking, well, it's going to come undone. Nope, it's not, because we have a couple of pieces that are going to go on there. And then we also have the roof contents, which is really cute. It looks like shingles. And this one I did instead of 2 shades of green, I did in pink and green. So I think it's going to look really cute. I'm looking for a good wedding gift. We've got a wedding coming up in 2 weeks, and I'm looking for a good wedding type of gift to make. I mean, of course, everybody wants just money these days, but I just don't like to just give money. I mean, I don't mind giving money, but but I like to give, I don't know, something personal with it. Okay, so here's the roof. You're going to start off with the biggest piece, and it's got this folded, so we're just going to quickly put some glue here. Now, if you want to get a good glue coverage and you have it available, you can use your, if it will open, your, this is our glitter glue, and it's good for paper crafts as well. So here's what I like to do is I want to do just one side, just like this. And then come over here and glue the other side. And fold it over like this. And I like to do this one layer at a time. So we're going to keep working from the largest to the next shortest one. See that? And that's how we're creating these. But I like to do it one side at a time because this is at an angle and I'm like a little bit, I want to make sure that it really gets on there the correct way. You might find easier to do it a different way, but this is the way I do it. So I thought I'd show you my way. I can't show you your way. All right. Next is this one. Making progress, and in addition, it's really shoring up the top of the box. Then we're going to put something on the side as well. Just so that you know, some of this paper that I'm using, I think the white is Cricut paper, Cricut Cardstock, which has made a comeback in the shop, and there is a sale going on there if you want to get it. I still think Cricut has the best cardstock for working with the Cricut machines. And I think the prices are pretty good. Usually you can get 25 sheets for $10, and that's the retail price. But you can also get them on discount. And don't forget to use my code, which is Cricut Chat 10. It's getting real thick. And I didn't put a whole lot of glue there. So I might have to come back and do a little bit more. And then the last piece, well, it's kind of not the last piece. I'll show you what I mean. So Bird, or Ciara is her name, doesn't like to see these dash cut lines. I don't have a problem with it. So instead of inking, what she developed was this little piece here that has no dash cut lines, and she said you could just kind of fold it on your own like this and put it on the very top so you can't see it. It's optional. She says it's optional, so let's go ahead and put it on, but it's up to you. The only purpose is to hide those dash cut lines. So if you decide to, you could ink them away. All right, let's make sure everything's down there really well. And then we have to do the sides, because look at how thick this is. So the sides are these two pieces with this very pretty decorative part here. So I'm going to glue here on this decorative piece. She has, by the way, a Christmas gingerbread house. Now, I know there's a gingerbread house in Design Space, but I've been like looking for some gingerbread houses. There's one by Dreaming Tree it's really kind of a gingerbread mansion, and I don't know, maybe it's gonna be too much. I haven't tried it. Of course, I bought the file. And then there's an advent calendar that's kind of like cute, but it's a lot of different structures. And I thought, no, I don't think that's an SVG cuts. But then I saw hers, and she has, in addition to an advent calendar, she has a gingerbread clock that is a working clock, which I thought was really awesome. So I'm wondering, maybe we could do that one. And it seems to me like she does sales quite a bit. So, but I would not discount her free files. There's a ton there. You do have to sift through quite a bit to see what you're looking for. So spend a little time looking, but you could find some really unique looking cards, card fronts, things like that you'll really be like impressed with for free. So, okay. So there are our two pieces that we're going to put here, and going to kind of hide this side piece. Now, if this is too many layers for you and it's too thick, you can opt for some other thing. Maybe you only want 1 or 2 layers. You could skip. But I really like how this looks, so I'm kind of glad about this. This makes a really cute box. Okay. And let's put this one. Okay, so that is the top of the box. Do make sure that it's all glued on there really well. Like there's a little bit of a gap here, but you're going to do it better than me. And then just make sure you've got that side on there really well. And that's the top of the box. So cute. All right, let's put it aside to really set, to dry. And then let's talk about the actual box part. Okay, so the box part consists of these two pieces. And you can go ahead and fold at all the score lines, although we are not going to put it all together right away because we want to do the sides while it's flat. So much easier. All right. Nothing to it. It's four walls and a door. 4 walls and a door. So we can glue this together right now, which I would probably do, and then work on the embellishments for the outside. Did I do that right? You know what? I did not do that right. Super Rita. I did not do that right. I'm so sorry. The tabs need to be on the bottom. I'm looking at it and going, why do I have tabs on the front? So it's going to go like this. So you're going to put your two together like this. I can't even figure out a simple birdhouse. How do you like that? All right, so don't put it all together. Let's talk about these side pieces. So this one here is going to be for that front with the hole. Isn't that pretty? And then this will be in the back, but it's got like this so that it's got a really pretty pattern paper that I picked. And this, and then these two pieces are for the bottom. So let's just glue these panels all on really well. And then we'll put together the box. Although I did notice that some of those fractions of an inch kind of thing caught up with me on this cutout. So it's not super square or plumb, or I don't know what the word would be, but you can work around it since it is a box. Okay. This would make a really nice housewarming box to put something in to welcome somebody to the neighborhood. Keep picking up the wrong glue. I'm using my art glitter glue because it comes out a little bit thicker, and that will give me a little stronger hold. But you see here where it's kind of cut up here a little bit wrong. I think I just didn't check the size of all the pieces. But, you know, it's free, so can't really complain. Okay, and then the last piece being this one. You'll do a better job than me, you guys. Make sure you get to the edge and everything. See that? Yeah, this was definitely an issue with the size of the SVG that came in, but we're gonna work with it, you know. Not perfect, but that's okay. So there's the front of this, and we're going to again use our very ultra fine point here. I don't know what Owen's watching, but it is sort of weird and loud. I hope you guys can't hear it too much. It sounds weird. So yeah, yesterday, Owen and I went out to get him some back to school clothes, and we came back and there was the news van, NECN news van, just sitting across the street from my house. And not, you know, every once in a while, so in the afternoon as I was sitting here getting ready, I saw the guy come out of the van and like record his little thing, and I'm thinking, what's he recording? And then I totally forgot, oh right, we had that earthquake, and it was Monday, and so I guess the CVB, that's channel 5, and I think that's an ABC affiliate. They really jumped on it because it sometimes takes a day or two for the news to catch up, I guess. And NECN is New England Cable Network, which I like them. They do good weather. But so then when I watched the news at 7 o'clock, there was my street. All the hydrangeas. My street is so beautiful my neighbors do really well with their all of their gardening, and hydrangeas are really popular here. And I have a lot of hydrangeas too, but I've had to move some of them. But my next door neighbor has an incredible display of hydrangeas. Ooh, so no. It's a beautiful street. I think it's the best street in the entire city, but I'm a little biased. Anyway, Emerson. It's a pretty street. When I first moved here, I thought, because I was a very big fan of Ralph Waldo Emerson. Ralph Waldo Emerson is a poet and a writer from the 1800s in America, and friends with the Alcotts and everything. And I thought that it was like, because I really loved him, I thought, oh, this is perfect. It's named Emerson. And I just thought, well, maybe it's named after the poet, you know, because we're not too far from we're not too far from Concord, I guess. And so I, you know, had that delusion for quite a while. And then later on, somebody told me after a couple of years, oh, no, this was a farm. This was all a farm. And the farmer's name was Emerson. So they named the park Emerson Park and this street Emerson. And so I was a little, well, I love my city. I do love it. I have it upside down. I'm a little concerned about these noises that are being made. And because they've been going on for several months. And I've lived here for almost, I've lived here for like 23 years now. And this is the first time this has happened. So I don't know. It seems a little strange. I mean, you can't control an earthquake, but there were more than just those 2 earthquakes that were going on. And they're just like very loud booms. They're more of a feeling than they are like a noise, if that makes sense. And that particular day that it happened last week, we had several of them during the day. Now, nothing really bothers Owen, at least it appears that way. And he actually texted me from home and said, there's been like all of these like vibrations or booms or whatever. And I'm like, really? And then when I came home, I felt another one. And it was just kind of weird that it all happened. I sure as heck hope that it's not like a gas problem, because that could be really crazy. And one of my neighbors pointed out that our houses are old, you know, and a lot of them are on fieldstone foundations, which, if you know what that is, it's like just giant rocks that they turned into a foundation, and they've got mortar in between them. And so if we got something bigger, we could end up with a real problem in the neighborhood. Because it's not like they're all newer homes. Okay, so I'm putting this onto the bottom of where the tabs are. And then I have another piece on the inside that's going to stabilize the box. And I need to just square it off. And we can just go a little higher at this. Okay, so see that? And then we can take this one. This will cover the tabs on the inside, although I feel like this tab is not on there really well. Oh, I forgot the acetate. All right, so let me just go ahead and put this on here, and I'll tell you about the acetate. So the acetate is not part of the download, but I got my acetate out. I got the blank acetate. You might have received it in one of the mystery box. It was in like a one of the mystery box not too long ago, okay? Or you can buy acetate. I bought this stuff at Michael's. It's just clear acetate sheets, okay? But you might have some Cricut brand, okay? So what I did was I took the cutout of the hole and I made a piece that was larger, or I cut out like a square that was larger. And then I have to remember that acetate does have that little protective coating on it. So take that off. And then I got my double stick tape, because glue doesn't work so hot with acetate. It kind of like moves around. So I'm just, Rita, look at that. I didn't even put it on there. And it doesn't have to be a super like perfect square if you make it big enough. So here I am right here. One, 2, 3, and 4. This isn't long enough, but we can just do this. Oh, I'm not even in the camera. I'm sorry. All right. Get so excited about using my double stick tape that I don't check the camera. Okay. So there's my double stick tape that I've put onto the acetate, one side of the acetate. I'm going to use my little hooky thingy, my weeding tool, and I'm just going to take off, and you see it left behind those tape pieces. Okay. Get all 4 of them. This one, of course, is going to give me problems. Let's do it down here. Okay. And then we're just going to take it and put the glue side or the tape side towards the inside there, you see? And you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just pressing down there. So in case you don't want a big fat hole in the middle of your bird cage. Pretty cool, right? And then that is it. There's my bird, I called it a cage. My bird house. Let's have a look. There we go. So it's got real, I probably could have put some pattern paper on the front, but I didn't. So isn't that cute? Would make a really nice, oh, who's that? She joined us? Hi. Hello. You're going to have to, so it's Klaina. She is the birds of bird card. So here you go. And there is our lovely birdhouse box. And again, all of these are free because we're doing freebies today. Let me just show you them again. So we've got our lovely little shaped card that you can make its own envelope for. You've got the birdhouse card, which is really cute. And then you've got this oversized card with the bird. I think I'm going to color in the bird's eye here because I like that look. Maybe a little darker. And that's oversized, and look how it opens like this and goes in its own special envelope. And I can't believe all this is free. There is also a gift tag, but I didn't do the gift tag. And this is all free and really kind of fun. And I want you to explore her site, but also explore her her SVG site because she does seem to have regular sales. And I really like these SVGs. They're really nice. So thank you all for coming, and please feel free to welcome I'm going to say your name wrong again, Klaina, who is the owner of Birds SVGs or Birds Cards, and she came to today's show, which I think is really great. So that is the end of our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will check it out, birdscards.com, and at least download this whole set. Comes with this lovely PDF. I would definitely download the PDF and check when you import the PDF that all the sizes are correct, because I did have a little problem with one of the files, that the size didn't come in right. It's not her fault. It has to do with a change that they made in Design Space earlier in the year, and I don't know if they're going to do something to correct that, but it's caused problems with a lot of SVGs, including Laurie Whitlock's, which we did some of hers yesterday. So this is a great way to try before you buy, and also a great way to support some of the designers that we don't usually look to. We always talk about the biggies, and I just want to show you some of these smaller designers that are trying to break into the design industry. So, all right, everyone, thanks so much for coming. Do remember to subscribe, share, comment, like. I love all that stuff. I love all the comments, and I really appreciate it. And we're going to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing 3 cards. I think it's 3 cards from Design Space. So, and they're all free because this is freebie week. All right, everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. You're welcome.